boys and girls. Welcome to Craft Time. I'm so glad you came today to learn how to do some really fun crafts. My name is Miss Linda, and we're going to have lots of fun today. Now remember, as you're watching this, if there's something you get a little behind on, you can pause it and then restart it if you need to finish up a certain part of the craft. So today we're going to make a rainbow. And you know what a rainbow is? A rainbow is God's promise to us that He's never going to destroy the earth again with a flood. We're also going to make a greeting card because you know there's a lot of people. Maybe it's somebody's birthday, or maybe you know somebody that's sick, or somebody that's just tired of being in their house all alone and they need a card to kind of cheer them up. So this is what we're going to make today, and we're going to start with the rainbow. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your paper plate, all right? And it should probably be just one of these little paper plates, the cheap little ones that are easy to cut. And we're just going to cut right down the middle, okay? I don't really think there's a way. I guess we could kind of try to fold it so you can kind of see what the middle is. Just kind of do like this. So just take it, fold it over. Make a little crease just so you have somewhere to cut. Okay, open it up and then just cut this. And you're only going to need half of it. So what you're going to do, we're going to start by putting the cotton on it. So put your cotton out. Probably need 10, 12 pieces of it. And what you're going to do first, you're going to take your glue. Well, before you take your glue, take your cotton, kind of stretch it out, because if you just put a bunch of cotton balls on, it doesn't look as fluffy. So just take your cotton and kind of stretch it out like this. See how it looks more like a cloud now? Just kind of stretch it like this and like that. And do a few pieces like that, so you kind of see about how much you can, well, let's do about 10 pieces together, and then if we need a little bit more, you can stretch some more as you need it. So just kind of pull on it, lay it to the side. Okay. How's yours coming along? Some cotton's easier to pull than others. That's kind of funny, isn't it? Some of it just doesn't want to come apart as easy as. All righty. Okay, I'm going to do one more piece, and then I'm going to get my glue out, and I'm going to show you how we're going to start gluing. So what I would recommend is take your glue. You will need liquid glue for this. A glue stick, it's just not going to stick as well with the. I would start by on my rim up here, just start putting some glue. Kind of let's do a little bit at a time, and then go down. Let's get one corner at a time. You see how I did that? Just kind of at the top, some down in there. Then I'm going to take a piece of cotton. I'm going to put it on there. Then I'm going to take another piece and I'm going to stick it on that. Kind of press down on it a little. It's kind of neat when it goes up and over like that because it really looks like a cloud. Then I'm going to take this and stick that right there. And take another piece and stick it right in there. Looks like I got it all covered over there, so now I'm going to kind of go down the middle, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just kind of go back and forth with my glue and make sure I've got plenty of it on there. And then I'm going to take my cotton, fluff it on there. That's looking like a cloud. All righty. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna need some more, so before I put my glue on, because I don't want it to kind of get hard while it's waiting on me, I'm gonna go ahead and do probably about 3 more cotton balls. Just kind of stretch them out. And I think I'll do 1 more just to be on the safe side. All right, then I'm gonna get my glue and I'm gonna start gluing just like this. Kind of gotta hold on to my plate here so I don't glue my finger. And looks like I got plenty of glue there. And then put some more cotton on that glue. Then I'm gonna look, and if I think there's a place that kind of I can see my paper plate through still, I'm just gonna kind of pull that cotton around to cover that up. And if I see a place that looks maybe a little bit bare right in there, I'm just gonna take my glue and I'm gonna put a drop like right there, there, and there, because I don't like the way that one looked. And I'm gonna take this fluffy piece and I'm gonna put it over there. Then it really looks like a fluffy cloud that has different size, different depths of the cotton. So now you've got that done like that. So while that's drying, kind of press it down. While that's drying, we're gonna work on our rainbow colors. So I'm gonna stick this over here so it's out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Make sure I don't have too much glue on my tablecloth there. All right, well, this is gonna be pretty easy. Now, some of you, well, you don't need a ruler for this, but I'm just gonna show you for you, those of you that do use rulers at school, that's gonna be about a little bit over an inch, about 1.25 inches is what we're gonna make that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you exactly how to fold this so we get all of them the very same size, or close anyhow. You're gonna take your paper and fold it up about that much. And let me make this fold. So that I can show you exactly how much to do. So see, about like that, right there? That's gonna be about how big you're gonna make it. So once you fold it, you only have to fold it once. Then you're gonna just, I've always fold mine backwards and forwards so I can see the line better. Then you're just gonna cut that out. And this one, try to cut it as straight as you can, because this one's gonna be your guide that you use to cut your other ones with, so we can have them similar in width. Of course, you know, no rainbows are probably exactly the same, so if one of yours is a little bit different, it's okay. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay it down on your next paper, and you're gonna take your pencil, and you're gonna trace it right here, right along there, so that you can do it the same size. Just go like that. See, you've got a line there now, so you can cut with that. So you've got your second color in your rainbow now. And then we'll do our third color. Do the same thing. Just lay it down there, and then you're just gonna draw right here. And then you can cut your yellow one out right along your pencil line. And then you're gonna take your green one, do the same thing. Lay it up the edge, and take your pencil and just trace it, hold it with your finger. And then cut that one out. Okay, now we do our blue one. Line it back up, then take your pencil and just draw the line because the paper's a little bit thick, so it's kind of easy just to trace on it. And we'll just cut our blue strip out. And then we have one more. We have our purple. So we're going to take and do the same thing again. Just lay it up on the edge and take your pencil and just draw your line and then cut it out. Okay, now you've got all your colors of your rainbow, and we're going to put them on our plate. What I found was easiest, we're going to start with the red. You're going to take your plate, and you're going to turn it over, okay? So you're going to start with your red one because you've got these laying right there. Go ahead and lay them in like that, and then because when you pin them on, let's kind of lay them there first, just to see where we should start. That's the best idea. If you just kind of lay them on there, it looks like they're all going to fit just fine. Just kind of lay them on your plate. You probably want to leave, I'd say about this much on the plate and the rest hanging off the plate. And then try to kind of, as you lay them there, kind of try to see if they're similar in the lengths down at the bottom. And then let's tape them because taping them is a little bit easier than gluing them. So just take a piece of tape and just carefully tape it down to your plate. And then go to your next one and just tape it down. And then go to your next one. A little bit more tape. Then we'll do the yellow one. You might have to move it over just a little bit. If there's a little bit of gap, that's okay. And just put your tape on it to hold it down. And then your orange one, and then last your red one. And if you feel like you need a little piece of tape anywhere else to hold it on, just add that now. Now, one other thing you can do, and when you turn it over, you have your pretty rainbow. Now, there's one thing you can do with these, and that's totally up to you. I put a pipe cleaner on mine, and you can hang it up then, but it's up to you. You might want to wait and ask your mom, your dad, if they have a magnet, you know, those stick-on magnets you could put on there, then you can hang it on the refrigerator or whatever you want to do. But if you decide you want to put a pipe cleaner on it to hang it up on in your room, you just take your pipe cleaner, you just kind of fold it around like that. Take some Scotch tape. You just make your hook as high as you want, if that's as high as you want it. Just put a piece of Scotch tape there and put a piece of Scotch tape right there. And then you can hang it up. What I kind of found is if it kind of falls a little bit there, then what I did on that one, I just put another piece of tape right here. It made it a little bit more secure. And there you go. You can hang it up and enjoy it. So that's a rainbow that we made. And you can always fluff this up a little more when it dries, when it's all. Next we're going to make is our card, okay? So our card, it's pretty simple. It's just got some lines drawn, a bow, and some pom-poms. And it's up to you to write whatever you want inside for whoever you're going to you're going to do that for. So we're going to start by taking our paper, okay? We're going to lay it down on our table, and of course we want to make it so it opens up, so that means we have to fold it. So we're just going to fold it over like this and try to get it. If you kind of run your finger back and forth, you can tell that it's exactly even. And then just kind of hold down on that and fold it in half. I'll do that one more time for you. So just take it, make sure you get them even as close as you can, and then just fold it and put a crease in it. Okay, so there you've got your card. Now we're going to decorate it. That's the fun part. So you've probably got your pom-poms, and you've got a marker, and you've got your ribbon. So what we're going to do first is we're going to draw the lines, like we have the lines right here. And I know you probably have more than 6 pom-poms, but we're only going to draw 6 lines, because if you try to draw too many lines, it kind of gets too many. So what I did is I made a little sample here, kind of how we're going to draw our lines, because you can see where I put 2 or maybe even 3 pom-poms on a line. You can do that too, because that's how kind of balloons look. Nobody knows how many balloons are on one string there. So this is kind of a little idea, and I'm going to do mine upside down. So hopefully it's going to be okay. You can do it in different colors if you want, if you still have your markers. You just take your markers, and because you know, if you get a bouquet of balloons, sometimes they all have the same color string and sometimes they have different colors. So that's totally up to you. But what we're going to do is we're going to start about right here. Well, let's start one about right here on your card and just draw it like that, okay? And then we're going to start a little bit higher this time and just draw it like that. Because see, you want to leave room for your pom-poms, so you don't want your strings to be super close together. And then we're going to do another one. Oh, let's start this one a little bit lower. Go right here, like that. And then let's do this one pretty high. Go like that. And then let's see, let's stick another one, maybe, oh, let's say kind of right here. Roll that around. Now we have 5, so let's do one more short one right over here. Okay, so now what you want to do is take your pom-poms and lay them out and kind of decide where you want them on your card, okay? You probably want one at the top of each one like this. Just kind of decide for yourself what color you want where, and just kind of put them like that. And then what you can do, stick some other ones other places, like right there, and maybe you can stick one there, stick a couple of them here, maybe one here, put another one there, however you want to do it. It's your creation, so however you want to do it. And let's see, maybe I'll put this one right there. I kind of like it right there. I'm trying not to put any right down here because that's where your bow's going to go. So once you decide, okay, I've got my pom-poms on, I like the way the colors are, I like the way they look, I don't think I want to change anything, that's when we're going to take our glue and we're going to start gluing. Okay, so just put a little bit of glue in each spot and then stick your pom-pom back down there. Okay, so I hope this is working out for you. And just keep on gluing. You don't need a whole bunch of glue. You want to put enough on there so they stick, but you don't want to put so much on that it runs all over your card. And alrighty. So I think I got them all on. You can kind of check and, well, I missed one. Kind of check and see. You'll know when you pick it up if you missed one because it will fall off. All right, they're all on there. Just kind of press down on them. Make sure that they're nice and tight. And then we're going to put a bow on them. Now, you can make the bow out of whatever kind of ribbon you want. If you want to make it out of this kind of ribbon that's kind of shiny, you can make it out of that, and that's a little bit thicker. Or if you want to make it out of ribbon that's thinner, like this one, you can make it out of that. Or if you want to make it out of ribbon that has a pattern in different colors, you can make it out of that. If you're kind of like, ooh, I don't really know how to tie a bow, then you can use a pipe cleaner. And to use a pipe cleaner, I'm going to show you that way too, just in case. But before we do that, those that do like to tie ribbon and like to tie bows, let me show you what you can do. You just like you're tying your shoe, you just take it and you just tie it around and pull it back through. And you have your little bow. And if that seems a little bit hard to you because it's a very small piece of ribbon, so that may not work out so well, let's try it again. Wrap it around and just pull it through, okay? And you might have to kind of fiddle with it a little bit. You might even want to put a little piece of glue in it to hold it, whatever you want to do. If that doesn't work out, because that didn't even work out so well for me on that one, you can make one out of a pipe cleaner. Just take your pipe cleaner and just make a loop right here and then twist it one time around and then make a loop right here and twist it one time around and you've got a little bow. And then take your scissors. Remember, if you got to cut, you have to cut at the very end to be able to cut through that. And you can put a bow on it like that. So let me show you one more time with one more pipe cleaner, just so that in case you didn't get that. Just take your pipe cleaner, make a loop around right there, then bring it around, make a loop around right here, loop it back, and then you have your bow. You can put it, you could do a double bow even if you wanted to. But like I said, you can use ribbon, but because that one's with ribbon, those are ribbon, but sometimes the ribbon can be kind of hard to tie like this one. But let's try it one more time and see if we can get it to work. I don't know. I think you better stick with the pipe cleaners today, because if I'm having trouble with the ribbon, then you're probably going to too. So anyhow, that's it for our craft time. Now you have the fun. Oh, you got to glue this on. Take your pipe cleaner or your ribbon, whatever you do, and don't forget to glue it on. You're going to have to let that dry because that's going to take a few minutes. But anyhow, then have fun deciding who you're going to give it to and what you're going to write in it, and have fun delivering it to whoever you're going to deliver it to as well. And I hope you've had a lot of fun this week doing all these crafts. I know I've enjoyed being here with you and getting to do crafts along with you, even though I can't really see you. But if you enjoy all these crafts, then you need to talk to your mom and dads and say, I want to go to Adventure Club next year, because you know what? When we have Adventure Family Fun Weekend, we do all kinds of crafts, really neat, fun crafts that you would love. So just remember that. Ask your mommy and daddy if you can come to Adventure Club. Thank you, and I hope you have a nice rest of your Sabbath day. Bye.